A white former police officer faces a murder charge this morning for shooting a black woman inside her Texas home. Aaron Dean posted bond overnight following his arrest late yesterday. He resigned earlier in the day before he could be fired from the Fort Worth Police Department. Dean shot 28-year-old Atatiana Jefferson as he was responding to a neighbor's call for a wellness check. Omar Villafranca is outside Fort Worth Police Headquarters. Omar, good morning. How are the victim's family reacting to this murder charge?
The family is relieved that the officer was arrested and charged with murder, but they're quick to say that this is not just about the officer, but the way the Fort Worth Police Department trains their officers. And we talked to a former Fort Worth cop who agrees and says the department needs to change.
As a black female former police officer, I'm afraid when I get stopped.
Former Fort Worth police officer LaRonda Young says she doesn't trust the department's officers, and she feels 28-year-old Atatiana Jefferson's death represents a clear breach of protocol.
Officers are shooting before assessing situations. If that officer had simply knocked on the door, that young lady would be alive today.
Officer Aaron Dean resigned yesterday. Body cam footage shows the moment he shot and killed Jefferson in her home on Saturday.
Put your hands up, show me your hands.
The video shows Dean, who's now charged with murder, never identified himself as a police officer.
Well, the front doors have been open since 10 o'clock.
He was responding to a 2 a.m. wellness call from Jefferson's neighbor. But interim police chief Ed Krause said it may not have been clear there was no emergency.
If they thought they had something more criminal, then a more tactical response would be warranted.
Jefferson's siblings Ashley and Adarius Carr say it's a sign the department has to change what their attorney called a brutal culture of policing.
No gun should have even been out. There was no threat.
When you heard the gunshot came through a window, what was your response?
That's drive-by material.
Police Chief Krause agrees there's no excuse for Dean's actions.
What can you tell members of the community who have told us incidents like this are why they do not trust Fort Worth police?
I tell them I get it. We're trying to ensure that they act and react with a servant's heart instead of a warrior's heart.
Dean was charged with murder, but the investigation will not stop there. In fact, Fort Worth city officials have handed over a preliminary case to the FBI to look into possible civil rights violations. We are expecting an update on the criminal case later on this morning. Anthony?
Such an upsetting story, Omar. Thank you.